There are 3 ways to make girls chase you. Number 1, steal their purse. 2, become a bus driver that's constantly late. And 3, be Channing Tatum. But if you want some actual realistic ways of how you can make girls chase you, then stay tuned for this video. My name's Anna and welcome to the channel. This is the place to learn to be your best self and the highest value person you could be for someone to date. Stay tuned. Look exciting on social media. Now, if you want to be chased, you have to cover all grounds of social media. You've got to be exciting in person and also on those little tiny screens. Girls will stalk you big time. They could find you on social media, or when they know who you are, they will definitely find your social media account, even that Twitter account that you made in 2013 and you haven't quite updated it since you left high school. They will most definitely scan your followers on Instagram and your recent uploads. So you need to make sure that to keep up that chase momentum and let the girls think they kind of have you but they don't, they need to be constantly surrounded by you. So that means upload exciting things on your Instagram and Facebook or wherever it is you hang out online. So forget those quote pictures and those pouty selfies. These really don't work. Instead, think high value energy uploads. So upload pictures from that skiing holiday that you had 2 years ago, or take some snaps when you attend your regular sport classes. Something that creates a buzz needs to actually be up there on the gram for all eyes to see. Show off your hard work. Now, this is in no way at all invitation for you to brag, because bragging about things just turns off any chase potential ladies. So instead, this is an opportunity for you to actually show off your commitment to your own success, and that's going to be individual for you. So talk about that job promotion, talk about completing that evening course that you have been doing for the past 2 years whilst you work full time. Anything that you have done or are doing that is going to help you to rank up in that successful realm of life, well, this is a huge turn on. So you need to be talking about it on social media. You need to be talking about it in person. Women want to be with successful guys who grind and put in that hard work because they want to see people achieve greatness. So you need to be aiming to please, okay? And yes, do just a little bit of bragging. Are you ready? Put her in the friend zone. Oh yeah, I just said that. To all you guys out there who have been wrongly admitted to the friend zone, I'm speaking to you right now. This is your chance to claim back your power, okay? We are going to talk about what you should do instead of her having the control. Friend zoning is when someone keeps you at arm's reach and they don't really find you sexually appealing. And obviously, if you do want to know more about friend zoning, maybe all about what it is, if you are currently a magnet to being friend zoned and how to avoid it, we have many videos up on our channel, so go and check them next. Back to the target of friend zoning. Let's face it, hot girls do not expect to be friend zoned, and you would agree with that statement. I mean, who would want to friend zone the likes of those super hot A-class babes? So imagine if you had the power to friend zone a really hot girl. Imagine what that would do. She's going to feel that something's going wrong here. You need to resist giving her compliments. Don't just flirt with her. In fact, treat her like she is a good friend and even say to her, "You're an amazing friend." This is going to drive her crazy. She will not be able to understand how all the other guys are practically breaking their bones to spend a night with her. Yet you are just this uber cool, amazing, awesome person who just isn't taken under by her charming, attractive ways. And let me tell you this, it is going to eat away at her so much. She will be so intrigued to keep figuring out what is going on between her and you. Well, she's going to chase you very, very hard. She's going to make the urge to be with you so irresistible. Speaking of friends, build a great relationship with her social circle. If this is one girl in particular that you want to get chasing you, this is a great move. You can talk to her friends and ask how they are and be genuine. Remember those conversations that they have brought up previously and talk about them in the current conversations. It shows that you care about what they say, and you can ask them, are you ready, how that certain girl that you are interested in is actually doing. And naturally, your girl in question is going to go crazy because there's a little bit of competition between you and her friends, but also you've not done anything wrong. As long as you aren't flirting with the girls, you are fine. It will drive her wild, and obviously those friends are going to talk to her, so eventually the news is going to feed back to that girl that you fancy, where they've said, he was asking about you, but he's really lovely, isn't he? And she's going to think, what's going on? My friends potentially like the guy that I'm trying to be with. And again, she's going to be up all night thinking, what is going on with that guy? He's not asking me out on a date, but I know he's interested. What is this feeling? You will leave her hanging, and it is exactly the perfect state to leave a girl in if you want her to chase after you. Now, not only that, when she goes to her friends and she says, girls, there's an issue going on here. There's a guy that's interested in me and he's just not getting with me. What's going on? The whole girl group is going to all of a sudden be very, very interested in you, which raises your value in that friend group, which makes those girls want you even more. So if you have a moment to get the whole friend group interested in you and you are wanted by many, well, there you go. You've got a lot of girls chasing you. You have to be mysterious. Not in the type that you're trying to build a self-facing wall and you run a fried chicken franchise and your name's perhaps Gustavo Frayne. Yes, I have been watching a lot of Better Call Saul over the past couple of weeks, as you can tell. But what I mean is withholding many things about you creates that air of mysterious nature. Don't give in to give details about where you work, don't talk about where you've come from, and don't be very explicit about your dreams and your goals too quickly, because this air of mystery, it builds attraction, and it's going to make girls chase you because they want to know more about you. They want to figure you out. They want to know how compatible you guys would be together. But when you are not giving them that information, they are going to want to hang out with you more to get it from you. People may assume you live in a cave because they don't know you, that you may have a butler called Alfred and wear tight leather suits with peck and butt enhancements. So obviously, a girl is only going to chase you if she feels she has a chance, because if you constantly put her up on the cold shoulder side of life, she's going to get pretty bored and she's going to go find someone else. So instead, you want to keep up appearances, but keep her at arm's length, just enough to let her know that you do find her attractive whilst maintaining that friend zone. You can do this by liking 3 of her pictures on social media in a row, but in-person flirting means a lot more in this instance. So you need to be subtle but dynamic. Name drop her at work around those people to get people talking, and eventually that message goes back to her. But don't actually admit you like her. We all know how school and office life is with those secrets. Everyone knows the secret, they just don't admit it to everyone else. You need to be bumping into her often. Not so much that she thinks that you are potentially stalking her, but, show up your appearances and stare at her if you do work closely together. Now, the key here is to subtly make eye contact 3 times. The first time, you will just quickly look at her and then gaze away, and this can just be brushed off as an accidental glance across the room, which she will think, okay, that's normal. The second time you stare, you will look away. She's gonna think, is he interested? The third time that you look at her, you smile and turn away, and bingo, her brain has most definitely lit up. She knows that you are interested, but as you aren't acting on it and walking over and trying to ask her out, she can't actually be so sure, and that is when the chase begins. To a girl, your first impression is not those first things that you say to her. It's not even the first word that comes out of your mouth. It's how you actually approach her. It's how long it took for you to come over if you were eyeballing her from across the room. It's all about how nervous you are when you do walk over to her. So if you can play that first impression off as you being a cool, calm and collected guy that definitely knows he is high value, Well, that is the best state to be in. You want her to think that you don't settle for less. You are a hard worker. You are dressing like a bad guy, but you actually are a gentleman. You are attracted in her, but you want her to work for it. And let me tell you, by doing these types of things, no matter if you have to change your appearance slightly, you will certainly be grabbing her attention. So let's talk about dressing. Dress like a bad guy. So there is some truth to the fact that women do like to date bad guys, and it's more so that, yes, they could have daddy issues, but it's more so that we want to date those confident guys. You know, those ones that grab life by the gonads types of people. And we naturally assume that if you are a bad boy, you are very kick-ass and confident, you ooze that sex appeal, and you know what you like and dislike, naturally. However, Joyanima is all about building high-value relationships, and I would never tell anyone to go with a bad girl or a bad guy because they end in tears, as well as trauma bonds and probably a lot of potential gold digging. So instead, you can adopt this strategy by dressing like a bad guy, but be a gentleman on the interior. So that way you are catching the eyes of ladies because they're going to think, ooh, he's a bad guy. I have to walk over and get to know him. And a great way to do this is just by adopting that bad man attitude. Wearing leather jackets, bomber jackets, wearing some nice sexy aftershave, styling your look with accessories, wearing some Converse trainers, something that shows that you do have that kick-ass attitude, and that is all you need. And let me tell you, when she finds out you are a gentleman as well, she's going to swoon so hard. Don't focus on just your crush if you want to be chased by many. And obviously, if you want that chase to continue, you have to maintain appearances with other people. You do not need to stop the previous tips from this video when you realize that you have caught the attention of someone that you like. Remember, you have to see yourself as a high-value guy, and you have to be able to talk to more girls so that you have many options. Now, here's a secret. A high-value guy doesn't just settle at the very first lady who shows that she is attracted. He only, and it doesn't matter how long it takes, he settles on the one who ticks all of his healthy boundary tick boxes. Very important to do so. And there we go, we've reached the end of the video. If you want to binge some more, click right here. Or if you want to get your name up on our super fan board, then all you have to do is be a member of our Joyanima monthly membership. Details will be down below. Like and subscribe. See you soon.